pretty rich. I mean, he's not as dumb as he looks. I'm not saying that he's dumb. He's probably got some really smart people managing assets. I just thought it was kind of weird when Gronkowski said that I couldn't even find myself a date on Tinder. I go, Tinder? Really? I thought like Tinder, it's all like, okay, let's hook up or whatever. So I didn't know Gronkowski was into like, hey, let's hook up. I think he's not my type of guy. But yeah, he said that all the women thought this cannot be true. Gronkowski, oh my God, what are you doing on Tinder? You're probably an Uber driver who wants to be laid and pretend you're Gronkowski. Anyways, $54 million is a lot of money. So I would say that I do not feel sorry for the guy. I, in fact, miss Aaron Hernandez. If you didn't know, again, my friend Kim literally blocked me. How dare you, Ken? After I said that he made a joke about Hernandez hanging himself in a jail cell, he made a joke by saying, oh, see, Pats always cheat. I thought that was overboard, so I chided him for that, and then he blocked me. How dare you, Ken? I don't know where he's now. He just never, this guy like disappeared from the face of the earth. So I said, unblock me, Ken. Okay, the thing goes. There is a reason why we clang, because we make a joyful noise unto the Lord. The Lord sees everything, and he will sort everything out. In my mind, it's not possible. I said, well, how am I going to make this movie? We only have so much on hand. I was, praying about it, and I'm starting to meet with directors. In fact, I couldn't believe it. I put a posting on Mandy for the director gig, and just according to our little beautiful poster on IMDB, you can see them. Ghost Cat, 2 words. It's GHOSTCAT. So it's about the this Eastern mysticism figure, the ghost cat, who was aborted on, of course, untimely death. Usually it's a bad omen for the Chinese folks, and therefore the Da Gui, the Lao Gui, meaning they were the Chinese devils, were enabled by putting all these weapons on her, so that she is like a dork. No, like a $6 million dork. I know it sounds a little crazy, but it is true. They did send her off to the Western world to find the lost treasures. So when I describe the show, well, if you don't understand the logistic of it, I say it's like a Big Trouble in Little China. I haven't seen it, but people told me that. So I just go with it. You know what I'm saying? Meets the Raiders of the Lost Ark, which I love that movie. I wish I could have heard some more. With that said, you need money. Just like making a product, right? You need to have investors, and investor wants to see what kind of business plan, which they want to know. The money is not going to go waste. That we're not going to go like, hookah or something like that. I mean, I totally get it. We have so much, but it's just not enough. Because when I meet with a director, he said, you only have 1% of what we require to do the visual effects. I used to be a visual effects director. I mean, there was so many various directors. Some of them I thought, wow, they're just too good for us. Like, they were making films like right and left. Anyways, I'm very humble. I said, I did a goofball comedy, and a Ghost Cat is very ambitious, because if you've seen, go to IMDB, Ghost Cat. If you've seen the drawings, you go, wow, this is marvelous. But a lot of things nowadays, we can, I hate to say that, you can shoot it in silhouettes. So donate, that's what I'm trying to say. Don't give up on us. Donate, click the donation. 谢谢你, thank you very much. I would give you the front row seats. I mean, I'm not trying to phonily promise people like, oh yeah, you get so many points or whatever. Those are the things that I guess lawyers make those deals. But we are actually shopping for a distributor of the comic book of Ghost Cat. So there's just different ways to go about it. What I'm saying is, if we come up with a comic book style, which is called a graphic novel. I mean, I know it sounds like so prestigious. Well, it is. A graphic novel is like one of those shiny pages that you see, and you can acquire them in comic book stores, and establish the characters. Just like the DC comic and just like the Marvel comic. So we will establish ourselves in that world. This is what I'm told, in order to generate more interest, or say from the financier, when they can see it, which you already see from the graphic cards, and you'll see me, so you ought to have confidence in me. That's what I'm saying. A lot of things that we can do virtual, so-called virtual backgrounds, we can shoot it for a lot less money than a studio film, so it's not impossible. Anyways, with that said, we still need to raise $900,000. So if you have a PT penny that you could spare it now. Click down that donation. It is tax deductible. I guarantee you that. Rice Girl Productions are. We are sanctioned. I mean, we are literally chartered. We are very, very legitimate. And I've done a lot of productions before, all the way. I started doing that when I was a kid. I was doing the stage shows, little swamp songs, and high school dances, and, Chinese opera, that sort of thing. And then I went through a very tumultuous time as a youngster, being dumped, like nobody wanted by parents, and nobody wanted me. So that was a very hard path, hard to swallow. But howbeit I rebounded, and I was doing, comedy or skits or short or film like TV's Oceanic. I mean, whatever the corporate, promotional, just different things. So I've done that for a very long time. I promoted the NRA, which was the Hawaii Hawaii rifle shooting, riding horses as well. The Wamanolo horse riding, and did a lot of shooting, like the old Petsies and skeets, that sort of thing. So those are called corporate, as you understand. So I did a lot of those comedies, and I guess mostly comedy. But when I went to the festivals, I looked around. I saw that was the biggest lessons, is everything of any kind of blood and gore or horror was selling. So I was thinking, well, I don't really like too scary or too satanic, too gory. So how can I integrate a little bit of comedy, tongue-in-cheek, with monsters? Let's just start with that. And I met Nick Garris, who mentored me a lot, and now with Christopher Davis. And so hopefully, we'll get some other people on board, the right directors, the visual effects person. I met Thomas from Alien there. I think that he's very good. He made us a little visual effects of this woman on stage fighting. So everything is virtual. So they shoot the green screen, shoot me on green screen, and place me. You can just place me when you have the green screen. You cut out the background. So you can have a virtual background everywhere, and whipping the tentacle. Now that is not too hard. The hardest part, the costly part with rendering, I suppose, is I was told by this director who used to be a visual effects coordinator, who knows a lot about this stuff. He says that to wrap it around somebody, to make that motion, now that is a lot of time consuming rendering. So anyways, chip in now. Anyways, I would definitely make a pitch trailer because we're working on that. That's my report about Ghost Cat. Okay, click to donate. Bye.